Perfect.
Hey y'all, hey, and welcome back to another edition of the Queens of Boxing Talk. When we have a good old weekend like we just had last night, it's probably going to always be imperative that we have our good sister, Lady J, in the house. How you doing, Lady J? And of course, we will always have Boxiana gingerbread Menace up in this thing. How you doing, friend?
It's a wonderful weekend. The wig is off. Keith got beat like I told y'all it was going to happen. The devil was absolutely the devil. It all checked out yesterday. It's a great weekend, friend. The wig is off.
It all did check out.
It
all did check out. We had a fabulous day of boxing yesterday. It's been a nice, wonderful weekend, beautiful outside and whatnot. I can't wait. We need to jump right on in because it was a lot, and it's a lot to discuss. A lot happened, a lot went on after the fight, a lot of interviews. We got to see some chronicles being written that we're going to talk about. Okay, y'all come on in the room. Hit the like button on your way in. Hello to all of our wonderful listeners on all of the streaming platforms that play music and whatnot. Hey, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? And y'all come on in the room. All righty. Over there on Twitter as well. Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. Random Thoughts is in the house. What's going down? Roy Ha Mess 89. I think that's how you pronounce that. Know. Escobar Pablo, how you doing? Shogun 76 is in the house. Murphy AJ 30 is here. Georgia Peach Denise, hey girl, hey, how you doing? Nakia, make them freeze. Corbin is in the house. Trucker Bell, not Trucker Bell, Trucker Rails. My bad. G McCall is here. Hey, Convos with Cam. Hey girl, hey. Did she say she's listening? Okay. Michael Ray, what's going down? Hey, Mo 2013. Just GT is here. The phenomenal Mexican. Rodriguez Potter. How you doing? Deacon Dollars. Good to see you. Devaris Hall. I see you. Lyric 88. 881. My bad. How you doing? Maybe I need to slow down. I'm so excited because I know we got some Bella. Calista McKeith. Comb over Keith. He out of here, Keith. Okay. Rico Wade, how you doing? And Talib Cunningham, hey. I'm sorry, Talib. We are here now. We're here, okay? So, ladies, let's just get started right now with the UK card because it was the first card of the day yesterday, okay? Now, we ain't going to get into the whole UK card, but I do want to take this time just to point out that, you know, Devin Haney can be real petty when he wants to because he will never let an opportunity to shit on, what's his face? Malik Scott. He will never miss an opportunity to shit on Malik Scott for all the stuff that he said about him after his fight with Ryan, leading up to his fight with Brian Norman Jr. It has been a while since Malik Scott has had any type of success in the ring with his fighters, since all of those words were said. And Devin again let him know because his fighter lost on that UK card on the co-main event. Yeah. But the main event, ladies. I think we all picked Moses Ituama to beat Jermaine Franklin. I just didn't know how he was going to do it. He stopped him similarly to how Mel stopped Castano. Y'all remember when he made him look like he shut down? Just boom, 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 boom. Janae, I'd like to know what you were thinking when you watched it, even though we were all watching it together. I'd like to know what you were thinking when you saw that.
I was in here hooting and hollering. And I tell you why. I liked the feints, the slickness, it was so good. And then we just saw boom, but he didn't let him go down. He punched him on his way down. That's what I like to see. I like that in you. 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 So that lets me know the man is a certified killer. Certified. You know, he's got the goods. We don't get to see, especially the big guys like that. We haven't seen a good rumble like that, a good knocking down, eyes shut, body go limp. We ain't seen that in a while. So it's exciting. You know, usually lately it's been a big, slob fest, a lot of meat touching other meat. I haven't liked it lately. I'm just saying. But that was a good fight. Okay. I know, I'm going to sit here and think about, as you ladies talk, what job I would like to give Jermaine. I haven't quite come up with it yet because, the UK is a little limited on positions over there, but we could find them something. So,
well, Jermaine ain't from the UK. He's from here, so he can get a job over here. Yeah, he's from here.
Okay, well, that circle back to me.
Okay. Boxiana, ma'am, how did you think Moses did yesterday? And I also want to know who you guys think he's ready for. Go ahead.
He beat Jermaine Franklin with booty back. For Christ's sakes, you guys, y'all need to stop. Y'all be waiting for y'all to like really be serious when we were doing this boxing stuff, but y'all don't. I don't know about this guy Moses. They were saying a lot of things yesterday. He beat Jermaine Franklin, and people were like, Jermaine ain't never been stopped. All right, okay. Yet it was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like it was. We didn't know this was coming. Y'all too high on him already. I want everybody to come on down because I heard the casters yesterday. They were like, he needs to fight. He can fight Usyk. We need to be very certain when we're saying certain things. He's not ready for a fight like that. Okay, we need to list out some other names, like give him a Deontay or something, since y'all want to see him back so bad. But y'all are a little too high on that one. That's not gonna be the heavyweight that we're looking for. He's okay, but we're rushing it, and we're saying a lot of things that I don't know if he beat big greasy Gronky. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see him. That's a real heavyweight.
Who are you talking about?
The one that beat up on Navarro.
Oh, Big Gook.
Big Goop. Put him in there with some Big Goop and see what he do.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I like that a lot.
I think Big Goop beat him.
Friend, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. We gonna get to Big Goop. But I like that a lot. That's a good matchup for him. A really good matchup for
I
him.
think so. But all of this Russian talking about Usyk and all of these names, please, we need to come down and draw back some, y'all.
They ready to crown folks so early without letting them make the fights and without letting boxers mature and go through the motions. Like there is a such thing as going too fast. Okay, we look at Erickson Lubin. That's the latest example I can give you guys of when you try to move someone too quickly, it can ruin a whole career. And I completely agree with you, Boxiana. He had a good performance last night, but it was against an aging Jermaine Franklin. I know he's never been stopped before, but he's been close to getting stopped. You have to add on the fact that he's been in some wars and that he's a little bit older. I want his corner to pipe down. The man was not getting up. To act like the referee did something wrong by calling that fight off, you should be ashamed.
What was going on with the referee last night? With the stops. We're still on the UK card
Yeah, we
because
gonna get to
that
them.
shit was crazy on the UK card, and it just continued over through the night. Like that fight shouldn't have been. I don't know.
You don't think that was a good stoppage for Jermaine?
Oh no, that was done. He was. Yeah,
I
no.
was just gonna say,
Yeah,
Frank,
no. Yeah, no. And
okay.
and the group is saying that Goop is a step back for him. They would like to see a Big Bang Zhang or Bacoli or Hergovic.
He said he would like to fight Herkovich. I still think he needs that big gook fight because he's big and awkward. I like that big gook fight for him, friend.
Like that too. Or y'all know who else he could fight?
Who?
Richard Torres.
They're not gonna put Richard in there because they both too young and up and
they both really young, but that's one. But you know,
they're not gonna do that. Another one that I wouldn't mind seeing if he does get in there with another with a young guy, I wouldn't mind seeing him get in there with Zuffa just signed him. African dude they used to be at Top Rank.
Ejaba.
I would like to see what he does with him. I think he beats him, but I still want to see what he does when somebody's throwing back at him because Jermaine wasn't throwing no punches at him yesterday, and Big Goop didn't throw a lot. He's a jabber. He didn't have to do a lot, but I want to see him against somebody that's gonna move and who's gonna throw some heat back in his direction and see what he does with that. But you have to gradually move these fighters. You're not for the people who talking about throwing him in there to the wolves with Usyk. Usyk is not your typical 40-year-old. Don't get that boy hurt.
I'm still thinking Daniel Dubois is too much for him. We're pushing. No. Yeah. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't think he's too much, but it's a big step up. Go ahead, Janae.
But you know what else? You know what this is really the whole issue with boxing as a whole with the fans. This is what's wrong with y'all. Y'all build them up to break them down. He's damned if he do, and he's damned if he don't. You know, but I guess it didn't. He is what 20.
He's super young. He's not even
like 20, 21. Yeah.
I don't even think he's 23 yet.
Yeah, it's no need to rush this thing. Now, to say that maybe he has some semblance in his game of Usyk, I could see that. But to say that he needs to just go and fight the big dog, y'all are on drugs. Please.
I ain't mad at that Joseph Parker either.
Me either.
I ain't mad at that.
I think Joseph Parker might be a little bit not next. Maybe in the next year.
I'm not big on FA. That's why I said give him next. I don't think FA that good. I think it's a great matchup for him. FA not that good. I think Moses and FA about equal.
Well, that's why I want to see it though. If I'm guiding his career, I want to see what he does with him before I put him somewhere with somebody else that's better than him potentially. I would like to see what he would do with somebody like FA. He's good. Okay, don't get us wrong up here. We're not saying the guy's not good. He doesn't have talent and he has a huge upside and a lot of potential. But don't rush the technique. Okay, let's not rush the technique. Okay, how long has he been? Oh, y'all. I don't know how long he's been professional.
Oh, okay. What did you say? It froze. What did you say?
Oh, I said how long? Do we know how long he's been professional?
Who? Moses?
Yeah.
He ain't got that many fights. It's like 10, 11, 12.
Like 14 fights. I think he got
yeah,
like
it's
14.
something low like that. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's pump our brakes on him. Excellent win, though. Outstanding knockout. It looked like pressure. So congratulations. But yeah, let's pipe down a little bit, people. Please. Y'all be crowning folks and they don't have to do nothing. Let us not. Okay. So then and Jermaine, I think Jermaine could be over here. I think Jermaine would be a very good bodyguard. I think he could join Johnny Rice in his endeavors and be somebody's security, personal security, something like that. I think that would be a good job for him. Just saying. So moving right along, we're gonna get into that PBC card. Okay, that PVC pay-per-view, $79.99. How many of y'all paid for that? You don't have to tell me. So we were referencing the gentleman Big Duke just a minute ago, and he was on the first event. I'm sorry, the first card of the main event. Okay. Shout out to Newman. Let me just go backwards. Did y'all see Newman fighting Garcia? And did you see Roy Jones's handiwork? Because y'all were very vocal about Roy Jones on yesterday. How did y'all feel about his corner work yesterday?
My theory still stands. I'm go ahead, friend.
Roy was speaking to America in that corner last night. Roy was speaking to a lot of men in America. He said some very legendary and iconic shit that I feel like needs to get clipped up and played on a like on a loudspeaker every morning. That should be like we need to go back to the prehistoric days when people had alarm clocks, and every man in America should have an alarm clock, and they have to wake up to the sound of Roy Jones Jr. screaming at them that they getting bitched up in a fight.
Yeah, Roy. He didn't cut corners about his advice, and I don't even want to call it advice. It was a bold statement that he made. It was a declaration. Son, you're out there getting bitched, okay? You're letting this man pull your whole card, all right? And if you don't do something about it, you're gonna lose this fight, okay? Now you know what to do. I can't do it for you. Get your ass out there and get to work.
And Roy said he tired of everybody calling him a sorry ass trainer.
He heard it. Good. Get them together. You know what? And my thing is this, like, as the trainer in the corner, that is your time. You know what to do. Don't get in that corner and be trying to be cute because you know y'all on TV. Tell him that same thing you would tell his ass in the gym. You look stupid. Get this shit together immediately. Like,
because we worked on this. You fight like we ain't trained. And that would piss me off as a trainer. You're not doing nothing that we trained to do, nothing that we practice. You out there doing whatever you want to do, not what we trained to do. Don't say that at the press conference after the fight. Say it in the fight, in the corner, when he needs to hear it and when he can make adjustments, not after he loses. So yeah, shout out to Newman and his corner, his head trainer. Roy
it
Jones.
was another corner that was hooting and hollering in the corner like that too. And I was like, well, the corners is not holding back this evening.
We'll get to that. But yeah, so I was interested to see what Cesar Navarro was going to look like because I had never seen him fight before. And I learned some information watching that fight against Big Goog. That Cesar, he had been off. He hadn't fought in 5 years. And the last time that he fought, he was fighting at 147 pounds. Now, over a 5-year period, he is now fighting at heavyweight. And filling out heavyweight well. So, I know y'all like to talk about weight bullying and stuff like that. I just thought I'd throw it out there. He didn't have nothing for that big old googly moogly man yesterday. How did y'all feel about that fight?
I, for one, was disappointed. I don't know about you, friend. What about you, friend?
I was a bit disappointed.
What about you, middle friend in the middle?
Well, now knowing that, it showed in how he fought. He looked, you know what it is, y'all? It's them braids. I told y'all that in the chat yesterday. It's them braids. The braids are too tight for them. He looked heavy. He looked heavy. Like he didn't look like that weight was natural to him. And then he got worn down, he got tired, and that was the end of that. And then he got that big old man, you know, like when you got somebody big like that in front of you, like that by itself is just scary. And then like you probably not really all that comfortable in your body. And then you got to punch him, and then he got to punch you back.
He was outweighed by 71 pounds. Big Goo came in at 281. He came in at 210.
Yeah, that was probably never going to go his way. He was going to have to let that fat man chase him around the ring until he got tired and then tried to fight him.
Yeah. That now y'all want to talk about weight bullying and stuff. He was 210. Goo came in at 281, and he was significantly taller than him. That weight disparity was much more than the main event, but we'll get there when we get there. But it's hard because you could tell, like you said, Janae, you could tell he fought at a lower weight because of his head movement and stuff. He was moving like really well initially, but he couldn't get in the inside. And anytime he tried to, Goog had that stick on him. So did you ladies see Gene set Joe in Goog's corner?
I didn't see Joe in the corner. I didn't see Joe till he put that all white on thinking he was Jesus. You heard me? He stepped out with that shit on. Gene Joe said, all white because I'm godly. Look at me. You see this shit I got on? You see this shit? This shit, yeah.
Did y'all hear them talk about they could smell him because he heavy on the
His cologne a little strong, okay?
I can see that too. I can see that for him.
I guarantee you that he still wear juke.
You know what? I don't think so. He tried to be a little young. I can see him with a nice
No,
little.
he don't. He got a good funky ass. I feel like it's a good strong brute. Some shit like that.
I don't see that with Gene Set Joe.
I do.
Now he got on some nice expensive cologne that's up to date. I
don't feel it in my spirit. I don't.
Oh, Janae. Hold on. Let's get her situated. Hold, please. Here we go. Back in this thing. Y'all having technical difficulties.
Look, Joe heard me talking shit. He said, cut a Wi-Fi off.
You back?
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, we hear you and the extra 5 of us too. Wait a minute. Okay, now it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. It's gone.
Okay. So, Google got the win.
You muted. You unmute yourself. Yeah.
Me? No, I'm here.
Yeah, I can hear Nik.
I'm good. Go back and come back in because I'm good.
Look, PBC
Yeah.
about to get a hold of our asses, ain't they?
Yeah, I'm good. So yeah, congratulations to Big Goog on his victory over Cesar Novato. He painted Caesar's face up pretty good, and they ended up stopping that fight. Now, that's one of the fights that I don't think it was a necessarily premature stoppage, but I could see why somebody would say it was a premature stoppage because he didn't knock him down, and it wasn't like he had hurt him multiple times, but the referee just decided he had seen enough and called it off. So
I didn't see enough. That was the second fucking fight that he had stopped that night. I wanted to see the big demon get demonly, and he was about to. And the stupid referee, what? What are you talking about? What fight y'all talking about?
we was still on Big Goog, but we
Oh,
going. We
oh, my
going.
bad. No, okay, no, my bad. I
We
thought y'all
going.
was talking. No, let's go back.
No,
Cause I think that Big Good stop that should have stopped. I was embarrassed.
were
Mr.
you
Navarro, you
shamed?
got yeah, you was fine. And how we can't go nowhere and expect for you to fight a big man if we gotta go somewhere. You gonna get us beat up and he gonna hit me too. So I didn't like that, friend. I don't know what he was gonna have to do to beat him. He should have put his head down and got the windmilling, baby. He should have put his head down and went, friend. I'm sorry, but we can't even ask you to come beat him up if something's going on. You can't defend yourself. You wasn't even trying to. You just running. And then that big hairy greasy man was on your ass, and then you let him trap you up in the corner. I was like, I was mad at the referee for stopping, but I wasn't that mad.
No.
But
Okay.
there was a card on the prelims. Dude was still in the fight. I mean,
See,
when I
I
say,
missed that one. I missed
man,
that
when I say 2 feet still in the fight, he stopped it. He was like, what the fuck?
one.
We
Same
all
black
was like,
dude.
what the fuck? Yeah.
Same black dude.
Yes, he did it 3 times.
I feel like investigations need to go into these stoppages that people are just like, what the hell about? Because somebody trying to get some money back. I need to see what kind of bets was put down.
Because my thing is this, like, they cut them fights real early. So, like, there was, when I say big, huge gaps in between the fight, I was like, something ain't right with this shit here. Cause ain't no way y'all cutting fights like that and ain't nobody in here.
Go ahead, friend.
I have two things to contribute here.
Speak up.
Firstly, you know what it is? You know what I just thought about, friends? Joe Goosen cashed that Ryan Garcia check. And so he was able to get him a new outfit and some cologne. But I'm going to blow past that. I feel like they were stopping these fights early so that PBC could get out of there early, maybe recuperate some of that money for the time they got the event space blocked off.
Ma'am, ain't no recoup.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying it was looking really thin and light.
Yes, Loud Pack, I do believe some of it is rigged. And I think that some of the scheduling, I think they were trying to hurry their event on up. Or I think hurry it on up because I don't know a lot of you know, but it was another UFC card on last night too. So sometimes when they have UFC cards and big pay-per-view cards on, they are battling for time and viewership and stuff. So maybe that was the case. I don't know. I have no idea. But it was a little bit funky how those fights were being stopped prematurely. Yes, it was. Now, Frank was talking about what the ref did in the next fight, which should have been the co-main event. I'm talking about Yoenli Hernandez versus who did Yoenli fight?
Terrell Boucher.
I need you to tell me how you felt about that, friend, because it looked like Christmas in there, but he wasn't the Grinch. He was the devil.
I don't know who decided to do the matchmaking on that, but you should have been ashamed. You got that man beat, but it wasn't enough beating for me. He was still in the fight. And he was in the fight too much to where it shouldn't have been stopped. He needed beating some more. And the devil man is exactly what he is. He is big, he's aggressive, his feet are fast, his hands are fast, and he don't care. He just wants to hit you. No, not just hit you. He wants to demolish you because the way he throws some of those punches, I was like, you ain't gotta. He like was leaping to throw one time, and I was like, "You all right in there? Are you okay?" He a bully. Um, they stopped that too early. There was more. There was so much more. Maybe at least 2 rounds, at least 2 more full rounds of ass beating because he was getting hit and like at one point in time, I was like, okay, he might not come back out. Because when he was walking back over his corner, he looked over his shoulder at him. I was like, you're feeling a little way, ain't you? But in all, there was more beating. I want to see it again. Whoop him yeah, whoop him all the way.
He's not getting back in there with Yo-Yo.
Oh.
He's not. Janae, what'd you think about that fight?
Well, we saw that big wide back viper come into the ring, and I mean, from the opening punch, he punched Terrell Goucher so hard. I think he just punched him with a jab. I literally just did like this. I said, I don't even know why we're here. Okay. At this point, put him in there with Jenny Beck. Okay. You got to put him in the ring with somebody on drugs. Because hey, listen. Hey. You can't even pinch that motherfucker without being on something. He's mean. Hey, man, he's mean. He fights like somebody like stole from out his mother's purse. Like, just like you stole out of his mama's purse. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, but you know, I'm not even going to lie to you. Terrell is how old? Pack it up, baby. Just go ahead, put your stuff on.
He needs a job
yeah,
too.
Go back to Cleveland. Okay. And call it a night. Terrell didn't have nothing for him. Now he wasn't out of it or anything of that nature, but he was on his way to being out of it. He was 1 foot in the ring and 1 foot out because Yoenli is mean. He's mean. He's somebody, he's someone that we don't even have to build him up. He could just jump right in there with the big dogs. And I wish, you know, that's not everybody, right? But he has shown us that he is mentally unwell, completely ready to destroy someone at first punch. And I want to see it. I want to see it. So who's at? He's at 160. I wouldn't even do that to Ammo. You know that.
Oh
no, I wouldn't even do that to him. So yeah,
Shiraz, make him fight.
Shiraz is at 168.
Oh, he went to 168. Okay, let me see.
Adamas is going to 68.
Laura is at
Laura.
60. Laura is at 60.
Laura got a ball spot. He don't need that.
Well, you need a belt, though. I want him to get the belts. And then the last but not least is Jenny Beck. So that's it.
He needs to fight the drug man. That's the only way.
I love that fight. And I love the fact that he's at 160. He can solidify himself at 160 because he is definitely going to be at 168 sooner rather than later. But he can solidify himself at 160. 160 is wide open. Wide open. I think Carlos Adames is probably moving to 68 because he knows that he would have to at some point address this monster. And I think they are like Cuban brethren. No, Lara and he are Cuban brethren. So they are not going to fight. But I would have loved to see the Dominican and the Cuban get down at 160. Carlos, you ain't slick. Go ahead.
What about Jose Ramos?
I would love to see him and Ramos.
He beats the shit out of him.
Two big backs. Two big backs. Is Ramos at 60 now, or is he at 54?
I think he at 60.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. I don't mind that. I'm gonna get to some of these super chats because I did not forget you guys. Thank you so much, Main Biker. He said salute queens in chat. Quee Furman called the beats. Now, why would you call that man that? Why would you call him that? Oh my God. Robert Singleton, thank you so much. He says, good evening, beautiful queens. Keith needs to own a surfboard or weed shop down here in Florida. And Franklin needs to own a custom paint shop. Those are two very good ones. I like that. I like both of those. I like them both. Thank you so much for the suggestion. What's up, G-Ball? He came through. He says, hey, can't listen live right now, but I can't wait to rewatch. Can't wait to see Boxiana go in on Clarissa because she had me hot last night. Oh, she's going. She's gonna go. Yeah, she's
I'm innocent, and I'm tired of y'all blaming me for things around here. I changed my ways. I've been getting my act together. I don't do those things. I don't know why y'all keep saying these negative things about me on this good Christian channel on Sunday. That's crazy.
Is it? Oh, okay. Talib Cunningham, thank you so much. Tell Mama we said hi. He says Jermaine was a punching bag. PlayStation stealing Big Baby wins. I wasn't impressed, and Usyk hurts that dude. Oh, you think PlayStation Big Baby beat Moses? Interesting. You know they both over there with Queensberry, so it can definitely happen. Yeah. So yeah, Yo Enley did something bad to Terrell Gaucher, but it was, like my friend Boxiana said, a very premature stoppage. I don't think Gaucher had anything for him. What he was throwing wasn't putting a dent in nothing. So maybe he paid the ref. Maybe he whispered to the ref, hey, call this shit. Because I ain't got nothing for him. Call this, please. Because he did not make a fuss about it either. He did not make a fuss about it being an early stoppage. Only we did. So moving right along. Ended up being the co-main event of this card. Ended up being a crazy, weird kind of a fight, okay? And this is what I didn't realize on yesterday when we were talking about this fight. The guy, Telez, his name is Yoenis Telez, and he is the guy that was in line to fight Xander Zayas, but he got beat by Abbas Baru. So, and he got dropped in the last round. So I was like, okay, I knew I remember him. And if you guys don't remember it, he was like, they were projecting him to be the next big thing. And so it was a shocker for everybody that he got dropped by Baru. So they're trying to rebuild him, right? And so I guess they thought putting him in there with Mendoza, who hadn't been looking so great here lately, was a good thought. Well, not exactly, because the worst head clash that I've seen in a really long time. Now, we saw Buck the Belly get some bad cuts over his eyes from some headbutts, but I don't know, has it been confirmed if this man's nose was broken yet? Because he was leaking out his nose like it may have been broken. I don't know if they confirmed that. They kept saying it on the telecast, but I don't know how true that was. But the way he was leaking out that nose, it looked like the faucet had been turned. Anyway, we all were on a text thread going, why isn't his corner stopping this fight? Because it happened in round 2 or 3. I think it happened at the end of round 2, happened in round 3. So we were thinking stop the fight because I didn't want to have another Tim Zoo situation, right? it's before the 4th round. It could be called a no contest, and we can come back and revisit this potentially. But don't risk your fighter. But his trainers, and even with him telling his trainers it was hard to breathe, they still sent him back out there. Now, how do y'all feel about them sending him back out there? Do you think it was making him build character and not being a quitter? Or do you think it was irresponsible of his trainers to send him back out there like that?
Could have packed that up last night.
We could have, but we seen some dog ass shit last night.
I don't know that I would call it that. Like, I don't know what's been going on lately with the co-main events being so underwhelming before the main event fight. I was not impressed. Tellez will probably be, a good gatekeeper or a good barometer for someone coming to 54 as far as like where their skill level is. But if my friend could say that Moses Ituma is not that good, neither is he. Okay. I didn't see anything to be impressed by. And quite frankly, if Brian Mendoza had a little bit more to give and had a little bit more oomph on them body shots, and Brother Man already couldn't breathe, we probably would have had an early night. Because he was ripping him to the body. Now, I give it to Tellez because he held up to them punches, but you can hear the leather coming off those body shots. Now, I'm, and then even like with him, it's like, where is your level? Because you lost to Baru, who turned around and lost to Xander, and then you got in the ring and struggled with Brian Mendoza,
who've been looking not great.
I don't get it. I don't like it. I wasn't thrilled. So I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Box, how you feel about that?
Y'all being real hard on it tonight. It's crazy. Wow. I thought that was some dog shit to have your nose broken and still continue to fight and win. Those are the things that we be asking to see in boxing. This girl done called this man a gatekeeper. Now, I will agree when there is some gatekeeping between the two. Now, Mendoza is the gatekeeper. He will be the gatekeeping one. Now, Tellez got a little dog in him. He's going to give some tough nights to some people if he can stop being so wild-headed. The both of them in there fighting like who you call cobras a while ago, like they in there doing this. I'm like, well, why are y'all fighting with your damn heads? Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know better. But Mendoza, definitely giving the gatekeeper vibes. I tell you, I think he got some dog. He got another day. The nose was unfortunate. I'm glad they didn't stop the fight. I got a little bored, but you know what I'm saying. But in the boredom, the dude had to bite down. This is what we want these boxers to do. Bite down, bar your feet up, and continue. He did all of the things that we asked. So for that, he's gonna get all his credit for this fight. He did exactly what we wanted. So I'm Mendoza though. He concerning to me, man. I don't know. Go ahead, friend. He's a gatekeeper. There you go.
You think he's a gatekeeper? I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I think his glory shining moment was that knockout win over Fundura. And he probably won't get any closer to a belt than he did that day. And that fight wasn't for a belt. So, but last night, I was disappointed in his corner. I think they should have protected him. I think that fight took something out of him, and it may have taken some years off of his career, because even though he bit down and balled his toes up and finished the fight and even won the fight, it didn't have to go that way. Live to fight another day, your best self. I feel like that fight took something from him, took a lot out of him. Let me say that. There was no reason to continue with that fight. It was a really bad headbutt. That's what the rules are for. You weren't past the fourth round. You could have easily said, you know what, I can't continue. When he goes over there and he says to his corner, I can't breathe, that's the cue to call the fucking fight. Okay? That's the cue that your fighter is giving to call the fight. Now, had he gone out there and got mollywopped, then y'all would have been having the same conversation we had about Tim Tszyu. Why force it? Why? What is that going to gain for him? Nothing. He's what, 23 years old? So what, he gets some hair on his chest and say, oh, I can fight through anything. Okay. Okay. All right. You didn't make any adjustments. You kept fighting the same way. That's why you kept getting hit to the body the way you was getting hit to the body. Mendoza had moments in that fight. I'm sorry. I thought it was a draw. I didn't think it was a clear-cut win for him. I'm sorry. I just didn't see it like that. Shout out to him for being a dog, as y'all say. But the referee gave him ample enough time to say, you know what, I don't want to, no. But since he didn't, and he went to his corner and said, yo, I can't breathe. I'm like, Stevie Wonder can hear that. Stevie Wonder can see that. He don't want to keep fighting. But I guess it was in them that, you know, you gonna finish this fight. I don't know if somebody had money on the round or what. I don't know. But I was completely baffled as to why his corner didn't say, you know what, we can't continue. Get you a no contest and get your ass up out of there and get well. But congratulations to him. Okay. Congratulations to him for being a dog, for staying in that thing, for biting down. I hope his nose isn't broken. Again, I haven't gotten any confirmation that it was broken, but I know he got it socked and it was rocking with blood. I do know that. So shout out to him for he gets the Tough Man Award of the evening. Okay. But yeah, y'all keep saying he's 23, so is Xander. Xander would have put the flops on that young man. Yeah. At least Baru knew how to get out the way. He don't know how to get out the way. Xander would have did him dirty. And we're going to talk about young Xander later on in this telecast. Anyway, so the main event of the evening. Sebastian, the towering inferno, Fundura versus Keith one-time Thurman. I need to know, Janae, how did you feel watching this fight? Because you and I still were in connection. Somebody else had fallen off, but you and I were still in connection. How did you feel about this fight?
Okay, I'm ready. Because this is going to be good. This is going to be good. God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. You know, Brother Keith, come on and join us. First of all, let's lift him up in prayer. Okay. That man is a father. And he got the ass whooping of a lifetime. That's the ass whooping he ain't never going to forget. And I'm not going to forget it neither. He came with his combed over George Jefferson and told us that he was going to beat the shit out of Sebastian Fundura. And I just wanted to know if that was in the room with us last night. Okay, and you know what? This is what they get for putting on that bullshit ass fight. You went home in 6 rounds. You are a has-been. Your time has come and gone. And and you know what? It's really a shame. It's really a shame that is how we're all going to remember your last fight. You getting your ass busted Then so bad that Fundura bopped your ass again on your other eye that was swole, and the motherfucker busted and started bleeding. And they had to shut the shit down. They had to shut the party down last night. That's shameful. You could have just stayed home with your wife and your baby and just went off into the world. You know, Keith would do really good at like being a motivational speaker, or even like doing the little sound baths and like providing holistic experiences. No. You want to bring your country ass back to the boxing ring to show us what is long gone. Your days are over, brother. Take the L out of lover. It's over, brother. It's over. You get in there with that big Sebastian Wimbiana. You get in there with his big, tall, lanky ass. He looked like he played basketball, and you want to get in there playing. I knew from, again, another fight, first jab of the night, snapped your shit straight back. I said, oh, I did just like this again. And the audacity of some people to want to charge $80 for this. I watched it for free 99. I don't give a damn. I did. And I'll do it again. I'll do it again. And then I'm going to watch the replay for free on the YouTube. Sebastian threw that first jab right down the middle.
Right. We won 5 seconds in. He caught him with that nice left quick. Hey, wake your ass up. That's what he said.
Hey, he woke me up. If I thought I wanted to fall asleep during that motherfucker, I woke up. Ow! Ow!
Said, damn! Hey. Yeah. Get up. Get your ass up.
Or he was saying night night, nigga, because I'm telling you. Hey, man. I knew from that punch off. I said, oh, he's gonna whoop his motherfucking ass all night. He's I'm on your ass all night. Round two come. Keith up in there doing the wobble, hit the stanky leg. Oh, hell no.
Say.
Hell no.
Every round, he put something on Keith's mind to go back to that corner and think about coming back out. He put something on his head every round.
I'm telling you, Nick, he another one. He walking back to the corner. That motherfucker turned around and looked up like that. I said, he don't want no more. But he ain't no punk. He ain't no punk, so he ain't just gonna go to the corner and quit. He got in that motherfucking corner. His coach said, hey, I just need you to breathe.
You know how you trip on the concrete and you look at the concrete like it rose up and did something? That's how he was looking back at Sebastian. Yeah.
He hit him. Look into the light, Keith. Look into the light.
Oh, it was awful.
It was terrible. I'm sorry. This is what I'm saying, and I'm past Mike. Boy, I tell you what, I know this is wrong, but I'm gonna say it.
Uh-oh.
They should have let Sebastian put his motherfucking lights out. Yeah. Since you want to get in the press conference talking all that crazy ass shit like you ain't know somebody's father, well then we should just let Fundura turn you and PPC's lights off. Go ahead, close the show up. Let's put a trigger warning on the video since you got so much to say with your busted up ass eyes at the end of the fight. Since you got so much to say, let's go ahead and wrap this motherfucker up. He could have put your lights out and PPC could turn them goddamn lights off at the end of that fight and called it a night. He know them people got to be up out of there at a certain time. We don't got time to be playing with you.
Ooh,
You're
Lord.
37.
I mean, all them 37 years showed up in that ring last night. Every
Hey,
last one of them.
hey, look, man, the light bill is due. The first is around the corner. Let's go ahead and call it a night. Let's go ahead and call it a night. You gonna get your check. Everybody gonna get their check. It might bounce, but you gonna get your check, and then we going home. Go. It was a time last night. Boy, it was a time. I had a ball watching the fight. I had a good time. I don't know about y'all, but I personally I had a ball.
Boxiana. When you watched this fight transpire, I need to know what your thoughts were, friend. How did you feel about this? How do you feel about Keith Thurman today? I need your thoughts.
I have no thoughts. I told you that I was going to be on the wrong side of history just to cause some controversy on this show. But I told y'all exactly what was going to happen last night. Nobody believed me. Y'all came in here and y'all laughed at me because I said Sebastian Fundura has a 90-inch wingspan. You know what those people said last night? I wasn't very far fucking off.
You weren't. It was 80. It was 80.
I was there. I wouldn't see y'all be picking on me. Y'all be saying I don't be knowing what I be talking about and stuff, but really, Big Mama do. I do be knowing what I be talking about. I just be telling jokes and stuff because I like to make it a little funny. No, the boy is all arms, all legs, all torso. Some I think it was I can't remember. Somebody asked what Keith Thurman's plan was. It was to do body work. that was that was the plan on somebody with a 92-inch wingspan. Okay. Now, in your mind, Keith Thurman, what body work did you think that you were going to be able to accomplish on somebody with a 92-inch wingspan? If Sebastian Fundora stood in the middle of the ring and held both his arms out, he would clothesline you 15 times because all he had to do was just turn around in a circle. His arms touched the ropes. What did you think you were going to have, Keith Thurman, when they came to you for that fight and said, you know what, Keith, we want you to fight Sebastian Fundora? Your hairline made you think that, you know what, I still got it. I'm still one time. No, you haven't been one time in a long time. Since that one time. You ain't been him since that one time. And since that one time, we ain't seen him no more. Now, Keith, I told you Saturday you was gonna leave here looking like an elephant man. Okay?
Oh, you did.
I did say that. Y'all to see y'all think I just be telling jokes. No, I be dead ass serious. You left there looking like Elephant Man. Your children probably do not want to look at you this morning. Now, what you could have did was in that second round when Sebastian spun your ass around and sent you back to your corner, you should have said, you know what, y'all? I came, I saw, I put the fucking clothes on. It's time for me to go. Girl, grab the kids and let's get the fuck out of here. Quit messing with these good people. Yeah. Not only that, I watched film for you, Keith. I did. I watched film for you. You know what I told you yesterday? If you stay to the left of him, because he had those fucking glasses on in the locker room last night. I said, if you stay to the left of him, you are safe. Now, your hairline was receding in the ring because you kept moving to the right. And every time you move, you lost some more hair in the front. And by the time the end of the fight, I did not know who you were. I thought you were a bald man who traded places with Keith Thurman. What made your mind tell you, hey, let's keep going to the right? He's fucking me up over here. I'm going to keep going over here anyway. Like, and it got to the point where he just kept going to the right. He might as well just walked over there at that one point in time, like. Sebastian has a habit of forcing the issue. But Keith, you still Keith Thurman. You still know how to stick and move and shit. You should have stayed to the left of that man. He cannot see like his sister. The daddy had to walk him out. You didn't pay attention to nothing I said yesterday. But you fucked up. Very, very bad. Now, I don't want you to ever, 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 ever blame a referee for stopping a fight and you were about to lose both of your eyeballs. He had American flute your eye to the point where the bitch was barely goddamn open. And I don't know what happened to the bottom of it.
It was open.
It was just open. Like, and that was not a headbutt. Those were punches.
Mink.
Oh my God.
Listen, I told you needed to break the fucking bricks. Put them in the wraps. Tell your baby mama, have the gun on standby because you're going to have to shoot Gabby's ass. Because if she gets to you first, she's KO'd. For $79, that was the worst thing I probably could have seen in a really, really, really long time. Keith Thurman. Listen, I'm not gonna tell y'all no more. Stop the after fight interviews, okay? These people are concussed. They don't know what they're thinking. They don't know what they're saying, okay? Keith Thurman said, and that referee, he knew it wasn't time to stop that fight. Keith, if Sebastian would have punched you one more time, you would have been deceased.
The upper.
And we would have all saw it because you kept moving to the right where Sebastian could see you, and he kept fucking you up. He hit Keith with a damn uppercut, and I thought Keith's head was just gonna fall off. I was like, you know what? Throw in the towel. I was in here standing in the couch, angry because I don't know what Keith's corner was thinking when he came back with that purple Barney blister. They should have ended that. He's gonna have a scar on his face that is forever. It's never gonna heal. I got one because I had a mark just like that on my face. Yellow ass face. Don't call Errol Spence Jr.'s name no more. Errol can go lay off for 15 years and come back and still beat your ass. Keith Thurman.
Yeah, that was a world-class ass whooping.
Go ahead and get your little flute, go on by the lake and soothe the world. You could go on and be an Indian and build your teepee and all that stuff. Do all that. Play your flute, get out of boxing. Cause if Sebastian would have hit you one more time.
Well, all I know is I picked Sebastian to win. I picked him to pack Keith up. I had no idea it was gonna look like that. Shame on Keith for being disingenuous in that press conference, talking about all he needed was 4 more minutes and it was just getting good. Good for who? Who's it getting good for, Keith? Who's it getting good for? That's what I would have wanted somebody in the interview room to ask him. See, y'all be tripping and slipping on them follow-up questions because somebody should have said, well, who was it going to get good for, Keith? Because you had all them previous rounds to make it look like it was going to get good for you. But in none of them rounds did it look good for you, Keith. So you mean to tell me in 4 more minutes it was going to get good for you after we saw what your face was looking like? Sir, no, sir. Sir, no, sir. Yeah, Keith. That we shop surfboard shop in Florida is waiting on you, sir. Will he come back and try to get a 1-fight victory win on his way out before he retires? Probably. And I wouldn't mind that for him. but I would not be upset if he called it quits after that, because that was so brutal. And I told y'all Sebastian said he was going to get him out of there in 5 or 6. He's a man of his word, okay? Don't doubt the man, okay? And for real, like, low key, no shade, like on some boxing stuff, Sebastian is just getting better. I want all the young fighters to see how it is possible to come back from one bad loss, because it was a really bad knockout that he lost that fight with Mendoza in. Okay, it can happen, but that doesn't mean your career is over. Okay, he came back after that, and they didn't even put him in like super easy. He came back after that knockout, and he got back in the ring with, was it Tim Tszyu that he got back in the ring with after that? He and Tim were both youngsters on the come up. That was a good fight. Like, I remember when they first made that fight, we was like, oh my God, this is a good fight. He coming back. Okay, so he comes back, he fights Tim. That fight goes how it goes. He gets his nose broken. He fights through it. Tim Tszyu gets a terrible cut on his head. He fights through it. But Sebastian learned how to utilize his jab in that fight. So then after that fight, he comes back and he does our guy friend of the show, Cordell Booker, dirty. Real dirty. Okay. Cordell was a previous championship contender. He was young. So that was not like a given fight, but people picked Sebastian to win, but it wasn't a given because we saw him lose to Mendoza. He brutalizes Cordell, comes back, gives Tim Tszyu the rematch. Okay, Tim Tszyu had gotten brutally beat down by Murtazaliev. So I knew he was finna do something bad to Tim. But he didn't beat Tim. He demolished him and broke his will. Do y'all know how bad you gotta beat somebody up who think he a bad motherfucker too, to the point where he don't get knocked out, he just don't come back out there? I'm looking at him and he's growing in all of these bouts. That's what you do when you really trying to be about that boxing life for real. You just keep growing. Okay, you keep working on stuff. People kept saying he's an inside fighter. He only fights inside. He don't fight. He don't use his jab. He doesn't use his height. I kept saying y'all gonna mess around and let Sebastian Fundura learn how to fight using his height and using his jab. It's gonna be hard on anybody he get in the ring with. Well, here we are. Okay, we're here. Okay, now granted, Keith Thurman is old as Methuselah. All right. Hadn't fought in a long time. So this wouldn't be the big measuring stick for Sebastian, but it's still a very good scalp to have, and I do mean scalp, on your mantle. Keith is a multiple champion. He's a unified champion, former unified champion, good fighter. He had no business in the ring with Sebastian. And when you have somebody in the ring with you that has no business in the ring with you, you're supposed to do to him just what Sebastian did. When I say he put a demo down on Keith, don't you even think about it? Don't you even think about it? And nobody else better not think about it either. You can if you want to. Bring your ass. Bring your ass. And I see a lot of people in the comments talking about, I don't want to Errol Spence. I don't either. Not right now. I'm being very realistic. And Errol's my God. Not right now. Not off that layoff. No.
Errol fight who? Maybe I missed it. Who y'all saying Errol should fight?
No. They're saying he shouldn't.
Shouldn't fight who?
Sebastian Fundura. No time soon.
Okay.
No. But let me just say this. I listened to the press conference, and I thought it was very interesting when they asked him who he wants next. Okay. We know, we've just learned basically that Boots and my guy Xander are about to link up and fight. Virgil Ortiz is the number one in the WBC, but he's having issues with his promotional company, so that's probably not going to happen. Josh Kelly, I don't believe want none of that smoke, but it would be wise for him to unify, because whoever wins this fight with Xander and Boots is going to be unified. They could potentially fight for undisputed at the beginning of next year. But I thought it was very, very telling how Samson and how Sebastian failed to call out anybody. Samson basically put a disclaimer out about Virgil. We know next he's not getting Boots or Xander. I believe PBC is doing what PBC does, and they are setting up a fight for one of their 154 pounders that has a big name. That's going to either be Errol Spence Jr., Charlo, or Tim Tszyu in part 3. I don't think Tim wants it again. Supposedly, Errol and Tim Tszyu are fighting. But we got some interesting footage from one young Jermell Charlo last night. And I want to know how the girls feel about that. Go ahead, Janae. You had your hand up. What did you want to say?
Before we get off of Sebastian, I think you caught it too, because when I sent the clip, we was cracking up. But when his daddy took a sip of that water, hey, listen, they out there having a ball.
They having the best times of their lives as a family.
Hey, Gabby's blind badass was in the corner. The daddy took a sip of the, he can't see neither. He thought he sprayed Sebastian with the water. He took a sip of it. Hey, they over there, 3 blind mice. Can't see, but they having a good time.
They having a great time.
They over there, Kiki and Gabby in the corner with all her 32s out. Must be nice to have a little family affair like that going on.
Don't run up on them thinking she's sweet. That's all I know.
No. They probably shouldn't do
that. Y'all need to stop thinking that people can't fight because of how they look. Right. I tell y'all that all the time. Y'all don't listen. Sebastian's a way bully, though.
Mute her. Mute her
okay.
But please.
We're not gonna do him like that on this night.
Yes. I also thought that it was very telling. Now, granted, their answer was truthful, but it does leave something to be said that he will not say, I will. Now, he danced around and he said, well, I had that, the WBO for a little while and nobody wanted to fight me. So I did think that was interesting. But to your point, Nik, he just won't come out and say, I'm going to run down on everybody at 54. So it makes me still think maybe he's a little hesitant. He's not sure that he could clean house at 54. But time will tell. Now, on to Cokehead Jermell. Listen, the hairline tells me everything I need to know. Okay, his hairline tells me everything I need to know, and if it's not cocaine, he is certainly popping pills, and that's all that I'm going to say. He's got to chill. And you know what else I think is a little crazy? I don't know if this is real or not, but if it is real, he's very green about Errol Spence, and I don't like that.
My eyes are green.
I don't like that.
'Cause I used to lie to
I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I don't like that. Everybody has had their trials and tribulations in this game. And Errol Spence is not without them. Your brother is not without them. So for you, Yeah, absolutely. Because he's had his ups and downs. I mean, let me say this. Jermel's run at 54 will forever be legendary and iconic. What he went through to collect all those belts, I will never take that away from him. What I don't like, though, is that you are so intimidated by everybody else. I don't like insecure men. I don't like men that are really green with envy. I don't like it. I don't like you disrespecting the big fish. I don't like it. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Then I'm past the mic. Rolly know who to play crazy with because he was around that crazy motherfucker. Mel had his ass in the chicken ring, and Rolly said, "Let me play my part before I get my ass." He made that sound. He making Mel told his ass, "Don't do that no more." And Rolly, like, shut the fuck up for the rest of the night.
He know food when he see one. Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you, he know crazy when he see it. And Jermel had that crazy shit written. It reminded me back in the days when they was running around and doing all kind of crazy shit behind the scenes at the fights. But anyways, his wife was also fed the fuck up. In one of them interviews, she said, "Okay, he's called out everyone. Let's go."
And she better be careful. She better be careful.
Because Mela black her motherfucking eye again. As hey, somebody has to say it. Somebody's gotta say it. We all heard the same thing. Okay? He ain't new to that, he true to that. So this is what I'm saying. Don't let that dog out the cage if he can't come outside and behave. I hope he was on a jet to Houston tonight. But I do think that we will be seeing Errol Spence in the ring. I think that we will be seeing Jermell Charlo in the ring. And I have a feeling that we'll be seeing Jamal Charlo in the ring because PBC ain't got nobody else.
Baby, it is Sunday. And what we do on Sunday tells the truth.
Hey, listen, I started off when I was stretching and getting ready for what I was going to say. I told y'all, God is good all the time.
And all the time.
God is good. Amen. Tell truth, shame the devil.
Shit, shame him. Yeah. So I do need to know what the representative for said Charlos has to say about this because she is the unofficial PR person. I feel like she ain't been on her job, obviously, for obvious reasons.
I feel like Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, I warned you, the dark cloud was coming. Once he got his ass off that plane, all y'all can get it. I told y'all what was coming. I even told y'all, don't know what to expect.
You did.
Don't expect anything. Just expect the worst.
You did say it.
I said once it set in for a couple of days, he was going to think about it. And the next time y'all saw him, we were going to have a different conversation. I told y'all this. I knew all this was coming. There's nothing that I can do to stop these kind of things. Once these fighters make a decision to do their own thing, this out of my hands, baby. It's out of my hands. But I'll tell you this. All of y'all ass is going to get it. Now, what's going to happen is he's going to start attacking people that ain't got shit to do with this. Rolly almost got his head popped off last night. If he had 2 more shots in him, Rolly would have lost his neck last night because he had Rolly in a choke hole. And Rolly's scary ass, he knew not to say the wrong thing because he sat there and went along with it. Yeah. He is going to beat my ass. You're right. If I say the wrong thing, you might beat my ass. Let me hurry up and get the fuck away from here. Please. Poor Chai. I told y'all what to do. When we out, keep him away from the liquor. Because once he gets it don't even take much. He don't take much because he's already an exciting person. So a little bit of liquor, just a small amount, will turn him into a different person. And guess what? It's about to get worse because now y'all have made fun of him for how he acted last night. Guess what? Welcome back, Cocaine Chronicle, Volume 1, the single version. He is going to be terror on wheels, PBC, people, whoever's around him. I told y'all, get his ass in that gym with Ronnie and them, hug him, let him smell your palm. Hey, everything, this me. Smell my palm, it's me. Let me in the house. Y'all better do him like that. Because I'm telling you, everyone up, and Brian, my poor baby, my sweet baby, you in it because you was just there. He's going to get on your ass. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Just nod your head and go, baby. Just nod your head and go. Because if you respond, Andy can't save you. I don't know what to do. There's nothing that I can do. All I can tell y'all is all y'all need to be prepared because he's not done. Because what's going to happen now? Child took him home. He had to go to sleep. Nah, he didn't do that last night.
He's finna read.
He went to sleep. He woke up and he's been on social media all fucking day. Every last thing that everybody done said, he saw it. He saw it. And believe me, I'm going to give it to Tuesday. I'm going to give it to Tuesday, noon. By noon, I hope y'all prepared. Because I didn't have nothing to do with this. This is not good.
It's not good at all, y'all. He I don't know what it was, but he clearly was on something. I don't know if it was a D-rug. I don't know if it was the liquor. I don't know what it was, but he was definitely, because this is the thing. He's already high strung, so he doesn't need much to take him over the edge. He was clearly over the edge last night. Okay. He couldn't get them words out properly. He couldn't complete sentences. He was in a bad way. And again, I don't feel bad for his lady because she's had ample opportunity to figure some shit out. But she wants to be there. I mean, somebody do to you what was done to you and you decide to stay there. What can any of us do about that? God bless you, honey, and I hope you stay safe. But he is unstable. He is unstable, and I want him to be stabilized. And I don't know how that happens. He needs to fight. He needs to get something to prepare for. He needs to get a fight date that will get him back in the gym, hopefully get his mind right, give him something to prepare for, give him somewhere to place all of that misplaced anger and angst. He needs to fight, and he needs to fight consistently. And in the process of doing that, he needs to figure out a way that he can maintain himself when this portion of his life he's no longer able to do. Because if we think he's out of pocket now, 40 years old, when he's not fighting anymore, 42, 45, which is still a young man, he's going to be even worse because there's going to be nowhere else to place whatever that is that's in him and on him. There's not going to be a place for him to put it except for the people around him. And that's scary. So we laughing and whatnot, but he needs some help. 1 month is him, 1 month is his brother. Well, it looks like his brother has gotten himself back in the gym. Thank goodness. Hopefully he can get his head on straight enough where he can get a fight. He's sometime soon. But it just is sad that two talented brothers, because they are talented. They are so talented, but they are troubled souls. Ooh, they troubled. It's really sad. We laugh and joke and kiki because that's what we do over here. But they need to be on somebody's couch with a standing appointment. Because it's something that they need to figure out real bad. Rolly, I didn't feel bad for Rolly because Rolly talk a lot of noise. Okay, he talk a lot of ish about a lot of people. So it was actually refreshing to see somebody shut his ass up for once. Okay, it tickled me. I ain't gonna lie to you, it tickled me. You could see the fear in his eyes. I loved it. If I'm being honest, I loved everything about it. But yeah, I just PBC, if y'all care anything about either one of them, get them a fight and get it soon. Get them a fight done and get it done soon, please, because uh, they are wasting away. They have wasted away some of their prime precious years. Okay, he and his brother. Now, Errol Spence Jr. is another story because I feel like the time away from for him has done him well, has done his body well, and it looks like he has preserved himself on his time off. It don't look like he's been doing a lot of the stuff that he was doing while he was fighting that his ass shouldn't have been doing. So I don't feel too bad about him being away for almost 3 years coming up. But those two, there's no reason in the world why they should not have been fighting. But yeah, I don't know. So, question, ladies, because it's being widespread that Errol and Tim Tszyu are supposed to be fighting. We talked about it before. It won't be in June or July because that's when the World Cup is going on, and there are games in Cowboy Stadium, games here in Houston as well. So if and when Errol and Tim Tszyu fight, it will probably be in August, late August maybe. But Tim Tszyu actually has a fight coming up Easter Sunday. And I think it's a stay busy fight for him. Hopefully he doesn't drop the ball. But he's on the co-main event of a card next Sunday. So hopefully they can get it done and get it announced after he wins next week that him and EJ will be fighting mid-year, late summer. So that was last night. Congratulations to PBC. It wasn't $79.99 worth, but it was entertaining nonetheless. But I did think it was interesting how Sebastian don't never call nobody out. Even when Errol Spence got in the ring with him, he ain't call him out. I don't think he's a caller outerer, but I think he will fight your ass though. I don't really think he give a damn about who he fight. I really don't. I at this point, I really don't think Sebastian barring nobody right now. But let's get into a little bit of other news. And I know my friend told me before we got on here to make a point to put on the docket Richardson Hitchens. Friend, I want to know what bone you got to pick with Richardson Hitchens today.
I'm tired of the explainerer. I have been actively reporting his social media. I want him off the internet. His team needs to get him off of the internet. He typed so much, he damn near gave me a stroke last night trying to read one of his tweets. I'm tired of him. There's always so much to say. He said, I don't know what he was trying to say. He said, what he's trying to say, watch how y'all jump right back on my D after the next one best fighter in the world. And every time I step in there, y'all gonna realize I'm him. Melvin?
Him who?
Him downstairs. Him downstairs. That's who you is. You him downstairs. You're Melvin, Madagascar, the explainerer. I don't want to hear about anything about you, your fights, any of that. If you don't go get Oscar Duarte, you're mandatory. I don't either one of those two, Lindolfo. Them the only two people that I want to hear you say their names right now. You're not great. Get off these fucking podcasts, out of these people's chair, lying because you got up and told everybody that you was sick. And then you got your black ass on that podcast and told everybody the money wasn't right. What the fuck was it really? Was you sick or was the bread not good that you signed the contract for? Now, if you don't have nobody reading your contracts, you also are a problem. You need some help. Maybe we need to get you an assistant, someone who can help you and proofread your tweets. I'm tired. I don't want to see nothing else Melvin related until Melvin get his work with Oscar Duarte. And after he get his work with Oscar Duarte, you got to go get Lindolfo.
It ain't gonna be Duarte because Duarte got a fight coming up with somebody else.
Then guess what, Melvin? Get your ass somewhere.
I'm going to chime in right behind my friend. Because you know what? I know that Africa has a manager because he's managed by Keith Connolly, who also manages another big goofy. And it seems like they just it's a group of grown goofies running around together. And you know what? Since I done warmed up tonight, let's just go ahead and take it all the way there. Let's go ahead and put Shakur's cousin, because we don't even know his name, but let's put Shakur's cousin in it, because I seen you tweeting last night. It's not fair that Sebastian's fighting Keith Thurman. Hey, babe, we're not at a fair. Okay? We're not at the circus. Ain't no fair. But y'all are a bunch of grown-ass goofies. That's the real problem. That's the real problem. Now, you didn't want to fight Oscar Duarte. All right. Your fat ass couldn't make 140 pounds. Okay. So now you're telling me that you're going to turn around and make a fight again for your mandatory at 140 pounds?
Yeah.
Nephew, come on. This is what happens when y'all don't have y'all got goofies around you, because your story, you can't even keep the story straight. Y'all don't even lie good. That's why y'all need to have some women around you so we could put y'all on some game, because y'all don't even lie right. Y'all can't even lie good. You're not signed with Matchroom right now, so you out here really dangling in the wind, looking raggedy as hell, and you're not top billing for Eddie because you can't sell no tickets. Ain't nobody coming to see you.
I thought he re-signed with them. He didn't.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You are not David Ruffin. You are not the Temptations. You ain't even a Temptation. Shit. You ain't even part of the group. Because the minute the group can put you out to dry or get you to fight Keyshawn and he tear your ass out the frame, that's what they're going to do. You're going to get voted off Survivor Island. And you know who else getting voted off Survivor Island soon? Ray. Ray, nephew, you're next too. Because you're looking real. It's not looking good. Y'all on a three-way FaceTime like a bunch of girls. You stay canceling a fight. Grow up.
Let them drop.
Grow up. But that's the problem. You're hanging around a bunch of goofies. You're hanging around Edgar Berlanga. You're hanging around Shakur. Shakur don't know if he want to fight Ryan Garcia at 144 with a rehydration or he going back to 40. He got a motherfucking excuse for everything. Edgar Berlanga is still on Shade 45. 7 months later talking about Hamza Shiraz had loaded hand wraps. No, you got your ass beat. And you felt like you was getting jumped, so it's really fucking with you because you thought you was that, and then you got in the ring with somebody after you talked all that shit, called him an N-word, called the man out his name, said you was gonna put your city on your back, and you turned around and got knocked out in the ring in front of a crowd full of people. Fat Joe and Remy Ma was front ringside looking at you with your ass in there. Am I lying?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You was like the monkey with the 2 damn symbols. You got your ass tore out the frame in your own city. Didn't nobody need no load of hand wraps to do that. You suck. You're terrible. You're not good. And you know what? Nobody's told you that because you've made a lot of money. Nobody's told you that you're a big ass goofy. And you look like a bigger goofy trying to rap when you are a man with a child and a wife. Grow up. Shakur, you have a baby and a forever fiance. Grow up. Grow up. Melvin, we don't know what you got going on. I don't really know. Okay.
I heard Melvin like to hit on the girls too. That's what I heard. I don't know how.
Ain't no heard. I seen it. I saw it.
That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is.
It
been swept under the rug. Look, that's what I heard.
Well, look, at least we know that you like the ladies. Grow up. If you duck and smoke at 140, baby boy, go ahead and retire because you go to 47. They got it for you. They got it for you. They got it for you at 47. So what is you going to do? What you going to do?
You're trapped. You're trapped.
You stuck. You stuck like Chuck, and you ain't got no promoter. And you hanging around a bunch of goofies who's going to vote you off the island.
Zuffa. That's where you're going. Zuffa.
Fighting for Reggie belts. Fighting for Reggie belts. Because you're Reggie.
Real Reggie.
Reginald. Speaking of Reginald, you yeah, because I'm on some BS tonight, okay?
Get on it.
Speaking of Reginald, the permanent vacationer, as dubbed by my friend Boxiana, the permanent vacationer, just go ahead and clock out. Clock out, baby. Because in that video you made that you took down, you looked like you was on vacation then. You ain't look like you been in nobody's gym. Go ahead and clock out.
Friend Regis said he's still fighting. They said they still fighting.
Regis need to get him on the we need to get him on the Bubba Gump shrimp boat and call it a night. Regis, clock out.
Regis need to take his ass back down to Louisiana and shoot them alligators in the swamp like swamp people. The fuck, we not doing all that. We not doing that. You a permanent vacationer, sir. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. It's a lot of people that I think we should get rid of in boxing, and he one of them, because all he do is fight, then go on vacation. We don't see him for 6 to 8 months, and then he come back after he done took the kids to Disney World twice. That's 40 bands. 2 times. That's 80 bands. He needs some more. Now we got to come back and fight again. We're tired, Reginald. Go back and join the swamp people. Shoot a couple of alligators. The season is hot. It's finna get warm. The summer, the gators, the mosquitoes, they all coming at the same time. You gonna fit right the fuck in, right back where you lay. Hey, you already know how this shit go. Either way, get your shit on. Get your shit on and take a couple of these people with you. Like, there's no reason for some of y'all to keep coming back. Like, the torch done been passed. When you let Josh Taylor beat you, the torch passed. Then you took your ass home and let that boy with the weird ass last name damn near beat you at home.
Zorilla.
You let Zorilla beat your ass where the alligators eat. We don't do that.
And Reginald is his OG. But hey.
Come on, Reggie. And every time I look up, it's always you. Stop. Shit. When the last time he fought?
He just beat up JoJo Diaz.
That's my time on the show.
Yeah, mine too. Shit, I was finna get the fuck out of here too after that. Now, shit. Who? He beat Judge Diaz. Mr. List is not that good anymore. Once he got on that list, we stopped looking for JoJo like that. You're on the Epstein file, sir. We know about you. We're done. We're not doing that.
Wait,
Hey, you on California's Most Wanted. I seen your name on that paperwork. I saw what it said. Saw what you was doing. Jojo Diaz? Him? That Jojo? All right, cool. Cool. Cool.
well, listen. Hey, we just bring the news in our special spin on the news. That's all we do. Okay. The, the fight's supposed to still be happening with him and Connor being. Whether or not we see it, we will know shortly because it's coming up. So we'll see. But speaking of fights coming up, and we'll get into it Saturday. We'll have to do it early because they'll be fighting in the UK. But Mr. Bronze Bomber and Chisora will be fighting on Saturday for their 50th fight, each of them.
When they dropping the documentaries, if it coming before the fight or after the fight, that's all I'm worried about. Is the documentary. And it's tell its part in the story. That's all I'm worried about. If those two things are occurring, where's the documentary?
Oh.
Is you bringing the burrito? Is you gonna punch him on the way out? Like those are the only questions that I need answers to. That's not one thing that I care about. And we look before we get out of here because we running into one of those 2-hour shows. Clarissa.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I will not leave here without saying something to you. Now, we as women, girls, I didn't whoop a couple of boys in my lifetime, right? But, and when I say this, there's a really big but, okay? I just didn't walk up on this man and be like, yeah, we finna square up and fight, okay? The man that I whooped, I caught them off guard and then I commenced to beating ass. You can't get your ass in the ring with no man, okay? No man, not a man. There's no man that you can beat up that you can just walk up to and say, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to punch you in the face right now and we're going to fight. Any man is going to drop you, beat you. Keith Thurman will kill you, lady. Okay? Elephant Man Keith Thurman will kill you. Okay? Keith Thurman, after Sebastian Fundura beat him to the smithereens, same night, will still kill you. Stop playing. Like you doing the wrong thing. Like, and I keep saying, you're a role model for little girls. You are a role model. You are the greatest woman of all times. You have labeled yourself that. You already killed this fucking Pat Pussy. Now you're getting your ass up there saying, I can beat your ass, grown man. You're a role model for little girls. We are not teaching the little girls to be boys no more. We didn't been through that era. You gonna beat this man? You're gonna have to bring them biting bitches with you. The ones that I mentioned Saturday, they gonna have to help you. You can't beat up no man.
Especially not
You damn sure can't beat Keith Thurman. Like, even with headgear, Keith Thurman still hurts you. If he really like, and see, I hate that you male fighters then got in the gym with her and made her think that she can whoop on y'all because y'all was taking it easy on her. And when I say easy, you wasn't going hard on her like y'all was fighting them dudes. Now she can whoop all y'all.
in her mind. In her mind.
This is not good. Somebody needs to remind her She is a role model for little girls. Quit encouraging girls to fight boys, period. We need to get away from that. Keep your hands to yourself. Because as a woman, you put yourself in a situation, I teach mine to hit back. You hit mine first, he not calling his mama. He finna body rock your ass, and I told him to. That's just what it is. Don't put your hands on it. Clarissa, please, I'm asking you, be a role model. Be a role model. Pet pussy is enough. Fighting men, we pushing it. We pushing it. I'm sorry. My bad.
And another thing, because my friend was still being nice. I just don't even care today. I just don't even give a damn. Clarissa, you have lost your cotton picking ass mind. Literally, it's coming out in puffs. It's gotta be. And it's from messing with that married man. You losing your marbles. First of all, why you would even get on the internet and think we was going to be behind you just because Keith Thurman got a good ass whooping last night is beyond me. But then you really think in your mind that you could beat up a grown man is beyond me. Now, like Boxy said, you know, in my day, I'm not violent anymore. Now I can get violent, but I don't particularly like to do that. But I had to choke a 6'4" man in his sleep. I had to catch that motherfucker when his lights was cut off. Okay, I couldn't just roll up on him and just start swinging. No. This brother about 225 pounds. That motherfucker had him a few drinks and was in that bed snoring. He wasn't even knowing what was going on. I had to choke him. He was so goddamn shocked. He woke up. What happened? Choke that.
Your light bulb won't happen. That's what happened. Your life.
Yeah. What happened is I'm gonna whoop your ass up in here tonight. I'm going to put you between the washer and motherfucking dryer. That's what happened.
Y'all are sick.
Okay. I done gave some girls the best rounds of their life. But let me tell you this. I know damn well. Hey, Chloe crazy because she brought that story up earlier. I said, Chloe, now why you got to bring up your mom don't even act like that no more. I don't do this anymore. I am a classy lady. I'm using my taxpaying dollars. But from time to time, you just have to put your hands on people. But to think that even as a woman boxer, that you can get in the ring or even not in the ring with another grown man. Clarissa, they're going to put, and because you got a big ass mouth and you always talking the most shit, they're going to put an ass whooping on you, girl. Now, I'm not going to say. Now, look, I'm not going to go so far as to say that you're a damn role model because y'all here running around with married men, so you're already leading the girls astray. Okay? If you was out here player to player, pimp to pimp, I could say that you had some, you had a good program going on. But you over here running around with a married man, you ain't no role model. That's terrible. Now you have a good story. Okay, you have a testimony of how you've come up in the world and you didn't let the world burn you down, but you gonna let a married man destroy you. You gonna let your big mouth telling these girls that they could fight men ruin everything that you done did.
I'm still stuck on player to player, pimp to pimp.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you set up a bad pussy. She could have been moving like that, friend.
Hey, listen,
State to state.
Now, I know you got it in you because we all seen you talking to that man, and I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? Because he married, and what you got going on ain't none of his business. You know? But I'm just saying, you still trying to keep the main thing, the married man, and I don't like that. He should be the side piece, actually. But see, that's because you ain't got no player woman in your life to tell you that the other boy should be the main thing and Pap should be the side piece. But I'm not gonna keep us here all night. I'm not gonna keep us all night. All right.
She didn't want to be a part of his harem, baby. She wanted to be the marriage man.
I'm not gonna keep us here all night. Doors of the church are now open.
Her Pat Pussy the Hat Baby. Okay? Pat Pussy the Fourth. Oh, you and all that. Listen here. I'm gonna give all you male fighters some advice since the church doors is opening. We finna get the heck out of here. Okay? The next time she call y'all for some sparring, if you go in there and be yourself, which is to know that she's a female fighter and I'm gonna take it easy on her, you are the blame for what we are receiving. Every time she feel like she can whoop Rolly's ass, she can whoop Keith Thurman's ass, y'all are the blame. Now, I'm not asking for you to go in there and punch the girl in the face. This is what I'm asking for, okay? One good, large, swiping body shot. Get her right across the stomach and make her, I hit her so hard, make her cycle stop. I mean, like, get her good in her bricks. Bust her in the body. She'll stop all of this shit.
You know what, friend? You're right. I was gonna say bust her in her stuff, but she still have on headgear. Body is wide open. Let her feel the full force of fighting man. A real man, a real fighting man, like that's not holding back, because she seems to think that y'all don't have nothing for her like that. Listen, I didn't even see her double down again on trying to fight Keith. I just saw her talking slick about him because he was getting beat up by Sebastian Fundura. Baby, that's Sebastian Fundura. That's not you. That's not you, ma'am. That's not you. You can't do that to him. You can't. You can't. And I get it. Say what you want to say. You know, you ain't never got beat up like that in the ring. You ain't 37 yet neither. Okay? You wait till somebody come along if you still fighting at 37 years old. And then we can have a conversation about it. Because last I checked, you was trying to fight a 47-year-old. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Yeah, I get it, but really I don't get it. She was hot because during the build up to this fight, Keith had to keep answering questions about her because she is the one that had his name in her mouth. He never would have had to answer no questions about you. He never would have said you had you were a woman with an erection. He never would have had to say any of that had they not asked him about you, because you had his name in your mouth. So don't get salty because he finally spoke on you, because they keep asking him about you, because you keep his name in your mouth. Don't get salty because he finally spoke up. You do have an erection. You have a hard-on for him. You have a hard-on for Rolly. It's a reason why you calling out them. I don't know what it is. I know some people really like, oh, why y'all mad at her? Because she's so confident about what she can do. It's not about her being confident about what she can do. It's about her being the fucking delusional. Okay? We just gonna call a spade at this point. You can be a Clarissa supporter, but understand that she's out of fucking pocket sometimes. And this is one of them goddamn times. She's out of pocket. She don't have no business calling out no professional boxer. Male. You could go up and down the line of any female boxer you want to. You could call out Gabrielle Fundura and tell her to bring her long, lanky ass up there to you. or say you'll meet her at 54 or you'll meet her at 47. But keep these grown ass men's names out your mouth. Like, it's just stupid at this point. And then for you to try to insult this man after he done got the brakes beat off of him by another man is asinine. Do better. Do better. Do better. And go get somebody who ain't married still. Anyway, one other thing I wanted to talk about since we are here on women's boxing. Also next week on Easter, Caroline Dubois will be fighting Terry Harper. Okay. And I can't wait to see how she does. You know, she hasn't really been talking much about Terry Harper. A lot of people still have the fight that people want to see is her and Alicia Baumgartner. So I'm sure she's going to try to put on a spectacular performance because she's fighting before Baumgartner. Alicia will be fighting a couple of weeks or a week or so after her. So she's going to want to put on a fantabulous performance and have the fans buzzing about her as Alicia gets ready for her fight against a former opponent of Caroline's. So we will be watching closely to see how all of that transpires. Caroline fights at 135. Alicia fights at 130. So they can definitely make that fight happen in the future. And I just want to shout out to Michaela Mayer because, my God, how was she ever making 130 pounds? Isn't that crazy? Oh, my goodness. Okay, guys. So we've been here. It's going on 2 hours. We had a lot to cover. We'll be back next Saturday. Janae, you want to close us out, ma'am? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. We have super chats that I did not get a chance to read because we have been on a roll. And let me go down the line. ATL Unanimous Boxing, thank you so much. He says, salute to all the beautiful queens on the panel. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. And ATL Unanimous Sports, he came back. He says, belt to ass. And that is in reference to what Sebastian did to Keith last night. Okay. Flashy Boy, thank you so much for the $4.99. He says tombstone in the chat. Service begins in 10 minutes. Yeah, it was bad for old Keith. D-Man Jr., thank you so much, D-Man. He says Thurman thought he was getting jumped in there. Listen, he was swarmed. Bees stung him all night long. Man, did y'all see how Sebastian cut that ring off? It was a small ring, but Keith was trying to move, and it wasn't nowhere for him to go. It just wasn't nowhere. Trey Williams, thank you so much. He said, what's good, chat? Thank you so much for joining the Queen's Court. We appreciate you being in here. Avante93, he says, who y'all got between EJ and Fundura? I ain't got nobody right now because they ain't finna fight, and you ain't finna make me choose. How about that? You not finna make me choose? Nope. Ain't gonna do it. J. Piz City, good to see you in here. He says this was the best version of Sebastian ever. He smokes Mendoza in the rematch. Mendoza never got better. Fundura went up levels. He has gotten better. And that's all you can ask a fighter to do, especially after a loss, is to, learn from it, get better. I wish that for Brian Norman Jr. as well. Story B Man, thank you so much. He says, y'all need to join my university staff in teaching the sweet science of boxing. Queens of Boxing Talk. I couldn't say it any better. Applause all around. Oh, well, thank you, Sensei. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Who else we got? Todd French 600. He says, Lord have mercy. I hope EJ gets the tune up, please. Yeah. We're going to call Tim Zoo to tune up. That's what we're going to do. Because he not getting in there straight away with Sebastian Fundura. That would be uncivilized. Todd French came back. He says, y'all, Boxiana, you were there to remember Mega Male. # remember.
I'm the creator. I am the creator.
That's
of course I
shit.
remember.
That's her shit.
Of course I am the creator of a lot of these terms that y'all like to use. It's all me, buddy. The fun started over here. These other channels, they just started using our shit and just went with it. But if you have been here for a very long time, and I say a very long time, I'll take you back to where we started. The fight party. We was dropping all kinds of lingo and languages. The UFC picked it up. The boxing boys picked it up. These little YouTube channels picked it up. The fun started over here, you guys.
Indeed.
A lot of people don't know that.
They don't, friend. A lot of people don't know it because a lot of the stuff that we did prior to doing our own thing is not on YouTube anymore. So you don't have a place of reference.
These musty K-leg ass niggas be stealing my shit and not giving me no credit from where they got their stuff from. Because the Silver Tooth theory, that belongs to me. That was mine. That was mine.
Absolutely hers.
That was mine. That was mine. But I know a light-skinned man that is a Gervonta Davis dick sucker that loves to use it. You did not create it. I want my credits. I actually want my credit from all my stuff. But that, when you sat up and said, I knew Gervonta was a silver tooth child. You what?
You a lie.
What did you possibly come up with after that, sir? They be watching.
Yeah, they be watching. They be definitely watching.
They do.
Burweezy, thank you so much for the $9.99. He says, good evening, ladies. It's been a minute since I caught a live, but we glad to have you back. Thank you so much. And we got a big old nice $50 from Mike Chuck 3186. Thank you, Mike. He says, salute to the queens. Love from Louisiana.
Oh, you must have been over there shooting them alligators. He came in here with the $50. Right. You were shooting them gators, okay?
Thank you, Mike. And Flashy Boy came back. He says, don't start. She will be Keith. Flashy. Let me get your ass off this damn screen. Drink more water. Clarissa, keep doing what you're doing. Plenty of clown male boxers calling out fighters they'll never. Caroline and Ellie Scotney son. Oh, Caroline and Ellie Scotney Sunday. Ellie's the truth. Yes, Ellie's the truth. Drink, quit giving that woman bad advice. Quit giving that lady bad advice. 88 Sports Talk, thank you so much. He says, keep talking about if I had more time, your face was about to look like Lubin's face. Unrecognizable. I don't know why Keith got in there and lied like that to them people. I really don't know why he got in there and lied like that to them folks. Anyway, Janae, you want to close us out tonight?
Yes. Don't nobody know me like my homies. So open up that. Now let me stop playing. No, because I don't really cut up today. I acted really bad today, and I'm not sorry about it. Y'all can go to hell for all I really care. We need more honesty in boxing. We need more honesty. We need more people to be telling these fighters that they look like a bunch of grown-ass goofies. Boxing wouldn't be in the state of affairs that it's in. We're letting the patients run the asylum, and it's time to reclaim the sport. When's the next really good card?
Oh, hold on. Let me give me 1 second.
I think, we don't have David till like May, like the first week of May. I think it's some UK cards in April.
We got Alicia Bumgardner April 17th. I know that.
Yeah, but we don't even know who else is fighting on that card. Like, it's kind of, it's looking, again, we got to take the sport back from the patients, and the fighters are the patients, and it's time for the people to run a strict program around here. Anyways, it's Sunday, though. Y'all have a great week. Chloe has a current event due tomorrow. Last week, she wrote an 8-sentence summary about the evolution of movies. And the week before that, she did March Madness. Okay, I learned Chloe. Me something. Learn you something. Okay, Chloe. Get abreast of a topic. If you want to come in and talk boxing, go read some some current events. You want to talk about Dana White and what's going on with the Ali Act? Hey, send it in. All right. I can't care more than the fighters. And I don't. All right. You want to have an opinion about these fights? Your favorite fighter, what's going on? Go do a little research. Come back next week.
Exactly. I think the next big fight that we have, it's not a big fight for us, but they will probably deem it a big fight in the UK. And I think it's who is Tyson Fury fighting? Tyson Fury finna fight somebody. But the big one, to me, a good one, I think it's gonna be a good one. Callum Smith and David Morrell is on the 18th.
Oh, that is a good one. That is a good one.
That's a good fight to me. But I think before David Benavidez and Zerto, we will have Inoue and Nakatani. Both actually are on the same.
That's the same weekend. The same weekend. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
May is going to be the exciting month.
Yeah, because Wardley and Dubois are fighting on the 9th. And okay, so we'll talk about this next week, but I do want to get you guys' take on Fabio Wardley already shooting down the possibility of fighting his stablemate in Moses Ituma. And I think it's too early for Ituma too, but still. But he did say that if the only way that fight could happen is if they were to be fighting for undisputed. So they didn't completely pull a Keyshawn and Shakur, but they already making excuses.
So that'll be never.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to old Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora. Frank, go ahead and close us out.
Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming through, hanging out with us as usual. My people that be watching Call of Duty, I have taken up something new. I have been playing multiplayer, so I'm going to start doing something other than zombies. But before I pass the mic to my friend, it's Sunday, and I would like to remind y'all, we are going into a new week, another week of boxing to follow. Please do yourself a favor, do me a favor, go over to the anyone, it doesn't matter, any sanctioning body, ask a question. What's being done with the fees? Ask them, is there any fund set up for the up and coming boxers? Is there a fund set up for these fighters? Insurance. Get some quality information and come back and relay it to us on Saturday. But that's what I'm posing boxing fans as a whole to do. What's going on with these sanctioned bodies? Because they're dropping piece and chains and grills, and I need to know who's behind. I can't use that word.
Getting allocated.
Yeah, I need to know. Yeah,
we need to know. Inquiring minds want to know, and we're going to add on to that. Hey, Vada. Interesting. We hadn't gotten any results from Ryan Garcia or Mario Barrios, but more interesting, adding on to that, you know, the WBC runs this clean boxing program, right? And typically when VADA is in the house testing, they will post pictures from the event. I haven't seen any pictures from last night's event. Now, I ain't saying nothing about nobody, but VADA makes it their business to post on their Twitter page when they are at events doing their job. I didn't see anything from last night's card. Do with that what you will. Y'all have a great work week. Okay. It's springtime. Do some cleaning. Okay. Get in that closet. Throw away those clothes that you have not worn in 2 to 3 years. Donate them. Okay, don't throw them away. Donate them. If you don't want to go and take them to the the Goodwill, there are different parking lots that have these pods sitting in the parking lot where you can donate your old clothes that you're not wearing, that are taking up space in your closet. Put them in that thing and they will donate them to any shelters or whatever that are in the area. Get off that old clutter. Clean up. Dust. All right? You shed just like a snake. All that stuff on your ceiling fan, get in your vents, get on all the wood anywhere in your house. Polish some stuff. You got banisters, wipe it down. Okay? Clean up. It's springtime. We love y'all. We'll see y'all Saturday.